So I got some good news. Uber has officially launched a new option that lets women riders request female drivers and gives women drivers the ability to choose women passengers. Now, I will say that this is a long time coming because for years I refused to use taxis, Lyfts, and Ubers because I was very worried about getting men. And a lot of people said that Lyft had this feature. Tried to use the Lyft app, I could never find it, but Uber has that feature now, and a lot of people are happy about it, and a lot of people are upset. I will say I'm very happy about this because it's a good thing because in the past and present, I've heard women all over social media that explain their bad experience with male Uber drivers. So the fact that they finally came up with this feature is really, really a long time coming. There are women who get off very late, like if they work the third shift, they may get off at 12 a.m., 1, 2, 3, or later. And there's some people like me who used to get up at 5 a.m., 5 in the morning, but I had asked friends that I work with to pick me up because I refused to get in an Uber that time of morning, especially if I would have gotten a male driver. And so instead of getting an Uber, I asked my manager to pick me up, and I asked my friend Kiki, who I used to work with, to pick me up instead. And there was a time where, they had took a day off or they were sick and couldn't come to get me. And I really needed to go to work because I was on the schedule for 5 a.m. I had to, and I would have to ask somebody else because I tried asking my mom, but she refused to get up that early because she didn't have to be to work till 8 a.m. And I get it, so she didn't really want to wake up 3 hours early to take me to work at 5 a.m. And she didn't want me to waste money on an Uber either because one, she says that Uber is too expensive, and especially that time of morning because I found out that at 5 a.m. they want like $20 or $30, like it's some crazy price. And I said I refuse to pay it, and at the same time she didn't feel comfortable with me getting an Uber that time of morning, especially if it was going to be at Uber. And I said that now that they have now that Uber has this new feature, I said I probably would think about maybe doing Uber now. But that's if it's really, really an emergency because right now I do have a car and my schedule changed. I'm going to work at 8 a.m. But I have a couple of videos from TikTok to show you. And after that, I'll be back.
I'm not going to your house.
I'm not going
to your fucking house.
I will say
I'm not going to your house. That was weird to say. No. Fuck no. And I'm calling the police on you.
Go ahead.
And I'm calling the police on you.
Ahead.
You're weird as fuck. No. That was the weirdest fucking interaction I've ever fucking had in my life.
Ladies, this is a serious PSA. Be careful when you get in an Uber. My friend is in the hospital.
I was like a wreck, but I was got in an Uber, opened the door. I had this weird feeling. I actually texted someone to track my location. We were driving, and my arms started to feel like tingly, like weird and like numb. It just started like progressively like going down my arm. I was wearing a jacket, so I pulled my arm out, and my hand went to my face. And the second my hand went to my face, like this crazy odor, and then I just started like passing out. Like I started feeling myself like go completely. It was like whenever you smoke nicotine, your whole body gets numb. That's exactly what I felt, but it was like 20 times worse. My whole body went numb, and I started like feeling myself fall asleep. The second I started feeling like that, I started playing with the door, and the guy asked me, like, "What are you doing?" And I just like ran out of the car. Thank God the door was not locked, but I ran out and I started freaking out. Be aware, please, because I never thought it would be me ever.
And
Make
share your
friends
location.
have your location, because if I didn't, that'd be it. Don't get in an Uber by yourself, girls.
I don't get passengers that look like you very often. How old are you?
Oh, why do you ask? But thank you.
Oh, I'm just
How old do I look?
Oh, young, very young. Just asking because I don't get passengers that look like you very often. Very young. Actually, you kind of remind me of someone I've seen online. Yes. Now that I think about it, you're that Jackpot World girl. Oh, yes.
Oh, like on TikTok?
Yes, I've watched
That's really cool.
I've watched you so much. Wow.
I'm glad you appreciate the content.
Yes. So, if I download that game, I hear there's perks associated with it.
What do you mean?
Certain, I don't know, say we drive somewhere private. I'm just kidding. But, I mean, what do I get? I mean,
I don't like what you're saying right now at all. I actually feel really uncomfortable. Would you mind pulling over?
I'm just joking around with you. I mean,
Could you please pull over?
Oh, okay. Sure, honey. Maybe it's not under a bridge.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to get out right here?
Yes, please.
I heard about that Uber driver that dropped a woman home, ended the ride to pretend that he just, dropped her there, got out the car and kidnapped her. Yes, and in the footage you could see her screaming for help, but nobody was around to help her. He called himself ending a ride, so I guess he won't get caught, so it won't look like he did it, but he was not that slick. You're the last person I saw her, and on a Ring doorbell camera, we see you snatching her up, and she was screaming for help. Uber banned him, of course, and helped the police in an investigation against him so they could catch him. He picked her up from work. Her name is Shanti Dixon. He picked her up from work around 3:30 a.m. and she was literally just trying to get home safely. Then he started being odd. And I guess he decided last minute that he wanted to do that because she had no clue. She had no clue what was going on, had no clue that was his intention. Like I said, he done dropped her off home and everything. Ended the ride, let Uber know that he dropped his passenger off. And then that, you can't even go home safely. In police custody, he also admitted another thing. He admitted that he raped her before unaliving her. She was found at the end of her block. Some people say it was a wooded area around near her house, and some people say it was a dead end block. But they found her outside, not too far from her house. That is just so unfortunate. You can't even call an Uber to go home safely. It's always some extra stuff going on. You don't know, are you gonna do something? Are you okay? And not even just for the Uber passengers. Some passengers get in and they just as wild. It's not safe for the Uber drivers or the passengers. Oh my goodness.
Uber announced a new feature today that allows women riders to request to be paired with women drivers. The new tool will begin piloting next month here in the U.S. Women drivers can also set their preference to drive other women. The company says there is no guarantee the app can always honor the request, but that the goal is to give women more choice, control, and comfort when using Uber. Carl, I'll send it back to you.
Those 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride.
Make it it makes sense. So Uber has recently put into effect a new policy where female riders can now request to only be picked up by female drivers, and vice versa. Female drivers can put in a preference where they will only pick up female passengers. And men are angry about it, because of course they are. So for those of you who don't know, the reason this is going into effect is because there have been so many instances and so many complaints from both female riders and female drivers of being harassed by men who are in their cars or whose cars they get into. The amount of women who have been asked out on dates, who have had their numbers asked for, who have been asked, where they live, who have recorded their addresses when the women get out of the car. We've even seen far more serious cases where men literally stalk women who have ridden in their vehicles, or even worse. And I have seen so many reactions from men saying that's not fair. This is gonna hurt the earning potential of male drivers. This is discrimination. Maybe you should have a talk with your boys about not being fucking creeps, and this wouldn't be happening.
Just like Uber is allowing women to pick women drivers, the same option is for men. Y'all men also have the same fucking option if you want to just request a male driver. There really shouldn't be any problem, issue, and or concern. Now, should there be? But there is, and it is the fact of the matter that y'all can no longer partake in your weird ass fucking activities. Y'all can no longer harass women. Y'all can no longer corner women into a fucking Uber and figure out where the fuck she lives. Y'all can no longer sit in an Uber driven by a woman and harass her ass. Y'all can no longer do the shit that y'all are doing in these Ubers, and that's why you're fucking mad. Y'all talk about discrimination. What the fuck are we talking about? Y'all have the option too, but you are fully 110% proving why this option needed to be fucking had. Proving to Uber and all women, oh yeah, this shit should have been happening. This shit should have been an option a long fucking time ago, because you niggas are showing that you're fucking weirdos. Y'all niggas are mad because us as women are able to protect ourselves now in just a little bit more of a way. We can be a little bit more safer. No, y'all niggas are mad for the fact of the matter that your weird ass fucking activities you be partaking in are now being cut short. Y'all now are having a harder time figuring out what the fuck you're gonna do. How am I gonna be able to harass women now? How am I able gonna be a weird ass fucking predator ass nigga now? If Uber's allowing this option, how? That's what the fuck y'all are giving. That are mad? You're mad because you can no longer be a fucking weirdo. Y'all niggas need to get a fucking grip, real shit. Cause what? Mad about this? With the country and world that we're living in? That's fucking insane.
Now, Uber has said that they're going to let female drivers pair themselves with female passengers and vice versa. If you're a female passenger, you can request a female driver. Now, the bigger picture here, why does this have to happen? Why does this have to be put in place? Well, it's a rhetorical question, but if you're one of the dense, turn a blind eye, type of consumers in this country, I'll let you know why. Because any and almost every negative Uber ride in this country has come from what? It's always a conflict between male and female. Female passengers don't feel safe getting into vehicles with male drivers. And, female drivers don't feel safe when male passengers get into the car. So to remedy this situation, Uber had to enact this. If you still decide to use Uber, because let's not forget, Uber heavily backs the Trump administration, and that is why, I think it was thousands of people. It was more than hundreds. I think it was thousands, not hundreds of thousands, but they started closing their accounts because there are lots of Americans who are still sore about the election, and they are not dealing with anybody backing that, and I ain't mad at them. But the bigger picture here is why that was even needed in the first place. Lyft need to do the same.
So those were the videos. Love the fact that they gave this feature. It was long overdue. And I know that a lot of other women would appreciate this feature. It's still disappointing that a lot of men are mad about this. I don't know why. You would think that they would want women to be safe or feel safe, but this isn't the first time that, they got mad about something that was helpful for women. Most men have a woman that they care about, and I guess they should care about in their lives, like daughter, niece, female cousins, female friends, wife, girlfriend, you know, somebody, they know somebody, they probably know a woman who uses Uber, so they should actually like that Uber made a safety feature for women, because if it happens to a woman, it could happen to another, and it could happen to somebody that's close to them. So I really want to know why they would be mad about this, but you know, anything that helps or protects women, I notice that some of them get mad about, and it just never made no sense. It never made no sense to me, but you know, it is what it is. And so that's all I have to say for this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.